I'm joined now on the Notre Dame Day hotline by Manti, member of Notre Dame's class of 2012 and one of the most decorated football players in college football history. In 2012, he was one of the captains for the Fighting Irish team that reached the BCS championship game. He finished second in Heisman Trophy voting, and he won a laundry list of major national awards, including the Lombardi Award, Maxwell Award, and Walter Camp Player of the Year, just to name a few. Manti, welcome to Notre Dame Day.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So take me back to 2008 when you were being recruited by Notre Dame. You came to Notre Dame for a visit for a game in the pounding snow. How does a kid from Hawaii end up playing for the Fighting Irish after that?
Faith, I prayed about my decision. It was a big decision, and my dad and my mom raised us kids to always have faith and always let God direct you where you need to go. And so a big decision like that, I needed help. And 24 hours before signing day, I said a quick prayer, and all these events happened to, point towards Notre Dame. And as an 18-year-old boy, I didn't really understand why I felt the need to go there. But 4 years after that, I can honestly say it was the best decision of my life.
Wow. So let's get back to the present day now. You're going into your fourth season with the Chargers. Your former teammates, Chris Watt and Trevor Robinson, are also on the roster. Tommy Rees was hired this year as an offensive assistant. What's it like to have those Notre Dame connections in San Diego?
It's nice. I was talking to Reggie Brooks when I was back on campus this past weekend, and it's strange because, wherever you go, everybody knows you guys as a Notre Dame people. You don't hear that being said about any other school. And so for me to have those guys with me, guys that I played with, guys that I obviously are real close with, there's a certain expectation that we have for each other, that we hold each other to that expectation. And definitely makes the whole NFL experience a lot more enjoyable, knowing that you have guys you can trust and guys that have had your back for a number of years.
And the NFL draft is coming up later this week, and a number of former Irish stars have NFL aspirations. What advice would you give to them as they prepare to transition from Notre Dame to professional football?
I think the best advice I could give all of them is to just always have confidence and know that you belong. I think no matter how successful you were in college, you have to, prove to yourself again that you can actually play in the National Football League. And once they get that confidence about themselves that, they can play at this league and play with these guys, that, they'll have success just like they did in college. So, it's just to believe in themselves and, believe that they belong here because they do. And Notre Dame has done a tremendous job in preparing all of us for the league. And, I'm excited to see where they all go.
2015 was the best season of your young NFL career. How are you building upon that momentum, and what are your expectations for 2016?
I'm building, just trying to play a full season. I hadn't had the opportunity to play a full season yet. I was very, very proud of myself for how I finished off the season and the numbers that I had individually and how my defense played late in the season. So, it was a real big accomplishment for all of us. But, I'm just trying to focus on staying out there for all 16 season games, all 4 preseason games, and hopefully 4 postseason games. So it's a long season, and, I'm doing everything that I can to make sure that I'm out there for all of them.
And finally, I have to ask, do you still find time to follow the Fighting Irish closely?
Oh, yes, of course. Every Saturday I'm in front of my TV, or if we're on the road, everybody knows that there has to be one TV that's on the Notre Dame game. And luckily, we brought up those 2 guys, Trev and Chris. Luckily, I have more leverage now because there's more of us that want to watch the Irish play. So, every week we're watching them play, and every week we're cheering them on. And not only football, but basketball. I was following the girls' success as always, and the boys, the men's basketball team. Just always watching, my brothers and sisters back home, just watching them do what they do and cheering them on.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that you're watching. Thank you so much for joining us on Notre Dame Day, Manti.